What's up, heathens? How ya doing? Today we're gonna be getting into the comments, and boy do we have some doozies, but first we gotta crown the dumbass from last week. So, the dumbass from last week was... this dumbass right here! Yes, this guy. Oh, buddy. No, insects do not disprove gravity, you dipshit. Go back to your flurfer hole where you belong. While you watch today's video, keep in mind about voting for your dumbass this week. Leave those votes in the comments below. Oh yeah, and if you pick this guy from last week, then you win 1,000,000 God points! Remember, these God points are worth as much as thoughts and prayers for Indonesia. Speaking of worthless shit, I get called a fat fuck a few times. Apparently I'm supposed to debate some guy on the comments and he's mad that I didn't. I don't know. Somebody asked why I'm so happy all the time. Apparently somebody thinks allegedly dipshit beat my ass in the debate. And somebody gets an ad for a church. Way to go, YouTube. If you're interested in any of these comments, then please stay tuned. Today I learned there's a mental delusion called the Truman Show delusion, where patients believe their lives were reality television shows. One traveled to New York to check whether the World Trade Center had actually fallen, believing the 9/11 attacks to be an elaborate plot twist in his personal storyline. I have to say, what? Like in his own personal storyline, like, I don't know, that seems like a weird thing to like drum up just to have it in his own storyline. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe. Anyways, this is an interesting delusion that happens, and I have to say that I'm just fascinated at the fact that it actually exists. And apparently it didn't get a name until the Truman Show came out. Maybe, did the Truman Show cause the delusion? Who knows? Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat location. Which, interestingly enough, leads us into the next Today I Learned. Adam West and Frank Gorshin were kicked out of an orgy because they were determined to stay in character as Batman and the Riddler. Can you imagine just being in an orgy, expecting to fuck somebody, and then all of a sudden you got Batman creeping in, he's like, oh, jeez. And then just throwing out puns. I haven't really watched a lot of the Adam West Batmans, but it kind of seems like he'd give a lot of like interesting looks into the camera, like, we may be in the wrong place. And then just imagine the Riddler there too. That would be hilarious. Anyways, those guys were great when they were alive. Today I learned the slogan, "Make your wet dreams come true," was used by 1928 presidential candidate Al Smith in reference to repealing prohibition. Thank you, Al Smith, for coming up with that particular line, because I gotta say, wet dreams are awesome and we all want them to be true if they're wet. Tesla Ranger, holy herpes, Batman! That's pretty good. If Robin was there, like, I had a lot of shit lined up if Robin was there, but since Robin wasn't there, it was just the Riddler and Batman. Let's get on to the comments of the day. Somebody said this channel's a singing channel now. This fat fuck is godless, but all he talks about is religion. Meow. I like how, for one thing, there's another fat fuck. I should just change it from Godless Engineer to fat fuck, because, I mean, at this point, everybody's just going to know me as fat fuck. I find it funny that they think that I would maybe talk about something else with a name like Godless Engineer. I mean, like, I tailored my name that I use my online persona, I guess you could say, which it's not all that different. Ask KC. I mean, it's not all that different from my real persona. So I chose the name, though, because I wanted to tackle religious arguments. I don't know why you have to be religious in order to talk about religion. I can talk about why religion doesn't convince me of anything. Oh, here's a lovely individual. I call the flag on that play because you cannot ask me the same question I'm asking you, which is, why do you deny reality that you see with your own eyes? I don't deny reality, I deny CGI and pseudoscience. If these clowns were the truth, why ever use CGI? Now, I want you to honestly tell me right now that you believe every image they show you of the Earth is an actual image of the Earth. Well, obviously, not every single image of the Earth out there is a real image of the Earth. Obviously, there are artist depictions and all that other kind of shit that are used and are produced. He's talking specifically about NASA, though. But as far as the official pictures from NASA that are said to be like actual pictures of the Earth, yes, I do believe. I think that they have different lenses on them that they have to then go back in and recombine it so they can have true color pictures. But you know, that's not CGI. I don't think that any of it is 100% CGI. Like with the satellite coverage, like the satellite images of the Earth, they have to like color in some certain spots or whatnot. But you know, that's not like CGI like he's talking about. That's just covering the blank spots that are caused by how imperfect the orbit of the satellites are around the Earth. What the fuck? You don't want to debate, all you want to do is play games, and you haven't answered a single one of my questions yet. That's bull poop, Mr. Poop. Alright, now I just have to question whether or not he's a troll. I mean, honestly, I don't know if he is a troll or not. I have to take him seriously because, I mean, he hasn't, like, made it blatantly obvious or whatever. Like, I've got a few of those. I don't know what kind of questions that he was wanting us to answer. Like, I get that he didn't like the answers, but that doesn't mean we didn't answer them. Oh, here's one of them. Earbud warning, everybody. If you care about the truth, then you should admit the Earth be flat. Stop lying, you shills. Thank you. Yeah, I will stop lying my shill ass off. I don't know how we're going to make our money if I don't lie my shilling ass off. Anyways, lol, my favorite atheist, why are you so happy? I take things comically. Like, when they're that stupid, like the video we're gonna watch tonight, any video I've watched in the past, I take it comically because it's quite ridiculous. Like, the shit that they say and everything. Like, there's no point in getting mad when somebody says, oh, the moon landings didn't happen. It's like, okay, well, you just signed the certificate that says you're dumb as fuck. Like, I don't have to listen to you anymore. You've already, broadcasted how stupid you are. I still feel inclined to correct people, obviously, but I do it in a comical way. That way I don't, go crazy and lose my mind and shit, which is a real hazard in this job. Alright, so this is on last week's live stream. You're still going? After Dave Murphy tore you and your non sequitur buddies a new one? Ha 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 ha! Made you look like the imbecile we all know you are? So-called software engineer. I don't know why he's got software in parentheses. I don't know, like, is that like some kind of like, a so-called software, as in like, oh, that's what you fucking say, but we don't know. Oh, but to actually respond to this one, obviously, Dave did not make me look like an imbecile. I gave some pretty good responses to him. Now, there were some things that I didn't exactly get right and I didn't do well on, but luckily Steve was there to kind of pick up my slack. I have since made myself aware of a lot of the arguments that Dave was using, and so I'm better for it. And I don't think that anybody should feel bad necessarily for, not having all the answers. Like, not having all the answers is fine. If you don't have all the answers, don't worry. You can always learn the answers. Anyways, Godless Engineer and Feds Rhetoric. You guys rallied Ned to get your shite together and realize that nassholes are lying to you. Love your videos. Keep it up. Lol. Thank you, Chrismer. I appreciate that, and I finally get your name right. Thank you, Chrismer. I really appreciate it. So this was on, I guess it's today's video. Yeah, today's video. Oh, okay. I thought you actually found out NASA lied. Lol. My whole worldview got confused there for a second. Yeah, I would have to say that would be kind of strange, I guess, if I actually did that. But no, a lot of times I format my titles so that they're more searchable, especially to the crowd that's going to give me those juicy kind of comments. But I mean, also atheists search for that kind of shit too, so that's why I also put it like that. Lowell Jackson, earbud warning. Can't agree with you, G.A. All flat earthers are Richards Limo. I agree, Lowell Jackson. All flat earthers are dicks. Like this one. This one's good. says logical explanation, follows up by something randomly shoving its big fat ass in front of the moon, happens more than you think. Apparently fat asses in front of the moon happen quite often. Jacqueline Sirac said, I got an ad about a church. You know, I've been getting like PragerU ads, Bible ads, customized Bible ads, and apparently church ads. So the religious are powering the efforts to debunk all of them. Thank you, heathens, for making it to the end. Did you leave your vote for the dumbass this week? No? Now's your chance to go down there and vote for your particular dumbass. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you like this kind of dumbass content. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later.